In this video tutorial, you will learn how to create and distribute a self-grading quiz on any web browser. To create a quiz, click on the red Add button in the upper right corner and choose the fourth option to Add Quiz. When adding a quiz in eBackpack, you can choose the location or locations where you want to add copies of this folder, whether it be your My Files or multiple classes at one time. After choosing a location, give your quiz a name. We recommend unique names for each quiz to prevent confusion for you and your students. To the right of the quiz name is the option to set a due date and due time. If you want something different from the defaults for the class, uncheck the box and select a more specific date and time. You can use the HTML editor to leave instructions for your students. You can include URLs to any website, and eBackpack will automatically hyperlink those web addresses, so all your students have to do is click the link. Optionally, you can add in learning tools from the sources you have available to you. If you need to add files to your quiz materials, make sure you are viewing the Materials tab and click the link Click or Drop Files here to attach. Here you will have the options to choose from your computer, your eBackpack account, or an external service account such as Box, Dropbox, Google Drive, Windows Live, or OneDrive for Business. Select your file from any of these locations and choose Add File. The Grading and Turn-In tab will give you access to the options to choose the assignment type. If you want to allow the quiz to be taken, students will have access to take the quiz attempt. You could toggle off here if you just want to use eBackpack to notify students of an upcoming quiz. eBackpack will still notify them that they have the quiz, but they will not be able to take the attempt. Allow late attempts allow students to begin taking the quiz. All submissions are timestamped, so it's easy for teachers to know whether or not a student submitted on time. Late quiz attempts will be marked with a red stamp that says late, so you no longer have to keep track of who turned in work after the deadline. Next, select when you want to release grades back to the students. Immediately, on the due date of the quiz folder, on a specific date in the future, or to not release the grades at all. No matter which option you choose as the teacher, you will always be able to see the feedback and grades given. This only affects when students will see the grades. If you are adding this folder to a class that has standards tagging set up, you will be able to tag each quiz with specific standards. See our standards video for more information on setting up and tagging. The Visibility tab will let you choose if you want this assignment folder to be visible or hidden. See our visibility video for more information on this feature. After you have the quiz parameters set up, click the Save button. The quiz will then be copied to all locations you have selected. Students now have immediate access to the quiz folder and all associated files. Locate your new quiz and click the name to open the quiz page. Here you will click the Create Quiz button to launch the quiz editor. First, you can adjust your quiz settings. You can allow one or multiple attempts. You can shuffle the order of questions so the quiz is not in the same order for multiple attempts. You can allow the students to revisit previously answered questions. You can allow the students to skip questions without answering. And you can turn on Single App Mode or Safe Exam Browser to lock the students into the quiz. Next, you can adjust your feedback settings. You may provide scoring and feedback immediately after each question is answered. You may also provide scoring and feedback after the student submits the completed quiz. You may disable feedback initially and then re-enable it so that the students can receive scoring and feedback when you are ready to release that information. Provide general feedback for all students to view after submitting the quiz, regardless of the score, such as instructions on what they can do until everyone else has completed the quiz. Choose the Next button at the bottom of the page. Here is where you can build the questions for your quiz. Select the Add Question dropdown to select your question type: multiple choice, true false, yes no, completion fill in the blank, or essay free response. First, set the point value for the question. You may set a different value for each question. Determine if the question is a bonus question. Any incorrect response will not affect the score. Next, add your question content. Then you will provide your choices information. Determine if you would like to shuffle the order of your answer choices. Probably set to off if you have all of the above or none of the above as an option. You can also allow more than one choice to be selected if students are choosing all correct responses from the list. Enter the correct answer choice below. For the correct response or responses, switch the red button to green by clicking it. Provide any feedback for individual responses, and you can also add in additional answer choices. Lastly, you can enter question feedback that all students will see regardless of their answer choice. This would be a great place to direct the students to a website that has more information about the question. Save this page to return back to the question bank. Add as many questions as needed to complete your quiz. You may also import questions from ExamView in the Blackboard 7.1 or higher format. When you have fully created your quiz, click the Close button in the upper right. Now you will switch the Allow to be Taken toggle on, located in the top section towards the right. Once this has been toggled to on, the students will have the Take Quiz option. See our Taking Quiz video to see how students can take the quiz or our Viewing Quiz Results video to learn how to view student results.